So Andrew, what's your thought on people doing TikToks on site?
So if you're watching TikToks of people on site or videos in general, then chances are that that's a shutdown worker or a civil construction worker, because none of the production mining employers will allow any of their employees to film on site without their express permission, and nobody will give permission. And that's one of the frustrations that I've got with all the information going around at the moment. The majority of it's put out there by people that aren't actually from the mining side of the industry. They're from the shutdown, which is short-term maintenance, or civil construction. There's been a number of people that have tried putting podcasts up that are from the mining industry, but as soon as they've had to go back to work, they've had to take everything down again, because none of the employers want any of their information up and around about what's going on.
So if I'm ultimately looking for a production mining job, how can you help me achieve that?
Well, that's easy. We teach you how it all works. The training that we've got teaches you how we drill it, charge it, blast it, bog it out, put the ground support in, make the levels, turn them into stopes and backfill it all with paste and leave it how we found it. Currently, even if you've got shutdown and civil experience, if you're going in green, and it'll take them 2 to 3 months to get you up to speed. If you do the training, they'll be able to get you up to speed in a couple of swings, so 3 to 4 to 5 weeks, and they get a productive member of crew that they can leave by themselves. And that's how we help people get in, by helping you make yourself an easy win for the employers.
So bottom line, saying you work on a mine site is not the same as working as a production miner.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people running around saying that they work on a mine site, which they do. They're a utility worker, they're a shutdown worker, construction worker, all valid, important jobs, but none of those jobs are going to help you get into an actual mining production job. The only way to get into a mining production job is to start as a nipper or a truck driver or an offsider or something like that, and work your way up through the crew.
So why can't I start as, say, a utility or a shutdown worker and move across?
There's poaching rules on site that say you can't steal one employee from one employer and then move over to another employer easily. Normally you have to go off site for 6 months, so that pretty much puts a stop to moving from a shutdown or a utility job into a production mining job. And unfortunately with the shutdown workers, they've developed a reputation over the years, so the more shutdown work you do, the harder it can be to get into a production mining job.
So the poaching rules don't apply to your individual contract, it's the rules between your employer and the mine owner.
Yeah, it's between all the companies. So when they sign up and they sign up for the contract that they've got, they will sign a site-wide thing saying that you won't steal other employees from other companies, or if you do, they have to go off site for 6 months before they can come back on site with the new employer. The issue was back in the day, and I can remember when this came in the late 90s, that if you had a problem with your nipper or you needed a new nipper or a truck driver, you just go and steal the utility worker. And the utility companies got pissed at it because they were forever having to replace their workers. And that's why they brought the poaching rules in. But recently they've got round it even further by switching over to working holiday visa people for the utility jobs. So any Australian or Kiwi will now really struggle to get a utility job, because all the utility companies are basically hiring the backpackers from overseas to do the jobs, because the mining employers don't want them, and it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Because the only reason that you get a utility job is to go and get a production mining job, isn't it?
Definitely more money.
Yeah, well, that's it. And what happens is that when you find out that you can't get a production mining job because you've got to go through the poaching rules, most Australians quit and go and attack it from a different way. And so what happens with the utility companies is that they go through a lot of Australian citizens when they try and put those people into these jobs. They don't have that problem with the working holiday visa people.
So basically, I really shouldn't focus my attention on getting a utility job to jump into a production mining job. I should just take the leap and get into a production mining job.
Yeah, that's the way we suggest you do it. You can do that using the training at undergroundtraining.com.au, or if you want to talk to somebody that knows how the industry works, the phone number's at the end of the video.